Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Corey, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. So, I've just come back from an anniversary weekend, and it was absolutely incredible. And one of the things that made it exciting was the fact that we left our youngest child with my in-laws, and as soon as we left her, we felt free, we felt excited, because generally we do a lot of things with her because of her age. So when we went on holiday, we went with her, so it was just the three of us. So we'd spent too much time with her. We just wanted to give ourselves some time for ourselves, and we're so excited as we got onto the train. We were, just giggling like little schoolgirls pretty much, and it was so much fun. It was a lot of flirting, a lot of excitement, and it was really important because it was just that feeling of adventure or going on an adventure. And for me, I knew that was an important piece, that I have to try and just maintain this, just the level of excitement for both of us. And as we went along, we went and checked into the hotel, and so as soon as we checked in, we went straight out for lunch, because we arrived in the afternoon, and we went to our favorite spot in London. And for you guys that are in the US, if you do come to London, one of the coolest places you can go to is Covent Garden. It's just really close to Piccadilly Circus. So it's really central, but it's one of the best places to go as a couple. So there's quite a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, nice shops, and the amazing party during the afternoon. You get street performers. So the street performers are really, really high quality performances, and there's several sections where you can go to, where that are smaller, but there's one main section where you can sit on a bar, and it's quite high at a high level, and you can see down where it's like the main piece. So as we went to the bar, started watching the performances from there, there was a few performances that were happening, so we're still enjoying our drinks. But the way we planned to go to the theatre in the evening, so we still had quite a lot of time to kill. So as we were watching these performers, you got a few performers coming in, and overall we watched about 3 or 4 of these people go past. And one thing that I noticed was happening was there was some performers that were focused on the actual performance and delivering high quality entertainment, and that was their whole motivation. And what would happen is that people would generally get excited, will get involved, will start clapping, will start getting excited, and there was this sort of buzz around the crowd that made people want to stop and then get involved in this thing. And these guys that were doing this, they would, towards the end of, or at least at the end of the performance, because how they make the money is that they would put a hat out, and then you give whatever you want to, and they kept doing this. So the guys that were focused on the performance and really delivering this really high quality performance, they made more money than the other guys that were sort of worried about the money. So the guys that were worried about the money, they'll be doing this performance, it's looking good, it's amazing, and they're doing this, and then they'll sort of pause in between, and then we'll start trying to get the crowd involved. So we're shouting for no reason. So like, oh, can you shout a bit louder? Can you clap a bit louder? And when we're just doing this out of instruction in order to get make some noise, so that the people that are just sort of walking around and doing their own thing will have a feeling of missing out, or fear of missing out. So the crowd may come, and then as they come, then hopefully watch most of the show, and then he makes more money. So the guys that were doing this strategy were making significantly less, because I'm kind of a geek. So I was sort of watching from a distance and sort of seeing how many people are going in to go and put the money versus how many people. So I was sort of comparing this thing. And I was having this conversation with my wife. It's like, this is similar to people in a sexless relationship, that they focus on having sex to the point that they miss out on the actual price, or at least the amount of whatever the big goal was. So the big goal would be connection and amazing and consistency within sex. So you're so focused on it that you actually miss out. Whereas if you focus on the actual happiness of the relationship, you focused on the excitement of the relationship, being in an adventure, as the other guys, the first performer I was talking about, they were just focused on really delivering this high quality performance. And by doing so, naturally within the crowd, there'll be excitement. And people would sense that there's something interesting going on. You only have to look at somebody's face and think that person is so engrossed in what's going on. I really need to see what's going on. And this is what people were seeing with these other performers, that they were so focused on what they were doing, it made people stop. People didn't even need to be told to clap. They would naturally clap. And this, because it was so authentic, it made that person make more money. And if you look at it from a sexless standpoint, if you focused on these other bits that are fun, exciting, entertainment, in fact, being funny, being playful, all these things that are not to do with sex, it actually opens the door for you to actually have sex. Not just once, but more frequently, because this is the state that you're coming from. So I found this very interesting, and I thought it's exactly what most guys do. They're so focused on sex that it actually breeds really negative emotions, because you could see some of these guys, if people are not clapping and people sort of got in the way, you could see them getting upset and getting a little bit annoyed by the crowd, and you could see them transmitting all this negative energy. So now you see people sort of walking away and doing all sorts. And I saw this play out so many times that I thought it was quite strange that the intent was to make more money, but by trying to garner up more audience, by trying to get people to be excited for nothing that was there, to clap on something that has not happened, it made people feel negative towards that person, and therefore they were not getting as much money as the other person who just focused on the true emotion that people wanted to experience, which was excitement, fun, and being playful, and so on. And this is a very, very important lesson that I personally, when I was looking at it, I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool, and sets the tone for our anniversary. And again, this is what I maintained. Like I said, for us, it was now just really maintaining that feeling of adventure and really enjoying the moment. And I'll tell you that even when the opportunity sort of arose for us to have sex, I knew she was in pain. And I said, do you know what? Don't worry about it. We're not going to have sex. Because I was giving her massages. In fact, when I said that, I was giving her massage, and as I was massaging her, I was feeling aroused. But I felt it was not the right thing to do, because she could feel me getting aroused, and she was almost like, okay, yeah, let's do it. This is our first. But I knew that if for me to actually give her this massage and for her to relax, let me just take sex off the table. And as soon as I did that, it gave her that opportunity to relax and really enjoy the massage and so on. And it really set the tone for the rest of the anniversary. Then it became deeper connection, deeper things. So even without the sex, we actually had more fun, because there was no focus towards that actual thing. So, and again, like I said, by looking at it from that perspective, it made the relationship just feel so amazing. We feel refreshed. We felt reconnected. We felt amazing about each other, and we celebrated our anniversary, and it was incredible. So, and again, the sex will come. And in fact, before 3 days before that, we had sex as well. So it wasn't a priority. The priority was just to reconnect. So again, I'm saying this not to brag, by the way. I'm just saying this so you can actually get a sense and see how it could look within your relationship, and probably just readjust your intentions as you do things. Because when you can set your attention to, I want it to be adventurous, I want it to be playful, I want it to be fun within my relationship. When you set that intention, it changes the way your relationship goes in terms of what you desire within that relationship will actually happen, because your intentions are right. So thank you very much for listening, guys, and hopefully this has been impactful for you guys, and this has been in fact impactful for me. So thank you very much. I'll be speaking to you guys soon. Take care.